To get it cracking in the kitchen. Today I'm making a no-bake white chocolate cheesecake with an Oreo crust. And what you need for that is condensed milk, squeezed lemons, Oreos, obviously, cream cheese, 1 tub, 500 grams, butter, vanilla extract, 2 white chocolate bars, frozen berries for the berry sauce, and brown sugar because brown sugar is my best friend. You also need a pan for the cheesecake, obviously. So when I bake a cheesecake, I always start with a crust because it goes on the bottom. And so in here we have crushed Oreos, and you can crush them either by using a food processor, which I don't have, or you could do it like I did it and basically put it in a Ziploc bag and just crush it with a pot, which is a little ratchet, but it works. You also need some butter, melted. To be exact, you need one of these melted. And like I said, brown sugar is my best friend, so obviously we're going to put that in there too. So you start by pouring the butter in the Oreos. And you want to make sure you get all the butter because butter is everything. And you just mix it around to get that creamy. And when you feel like all of the Oreos are like drenched in butter, you can go ahead and add your brown sugar. Oh, it looks so good. Ah. Okay. I always just put 1 or 2 spoons, depending on what type of mood I'm in. But I'm gonna put just 1 big spoon, kind of super big. Just throw it in there and keep stirring it. And you want to stir it until you can't tell that there's brown sugar in there. Like, you want it to be a completely black mixture. And it's gonna end up looking like this. When you're done with your crust, you want to put it in the pan. And so you can just go ahead and pour it all in there first. I want to eat it, but I'm not gonna do it. And you want to make sure you spread it out so that it's covering the entire bottom of the pan. And this process might take a while, but you got to make sure that it covers the whole entire bottom, or else you'll have awkward pieces of cheesecake with no crust, and you don't want that. And so when it covers the whole bottom and you don't see any holes, you're done with your crust. Now to my favorite part, which is the filling. So we start with pouring the cream cheese, the whole tub, in the bowl. And you want to make sure that you get all of it. Like, don't leave anything out because, yes. When you have gotten all the cream cheese in the bowl, you want to start by adding the melted white chocolate. And you can melt it in the microwave. Just regular, heat it up. So you want to throw that in there. And so you can start mixing it after you put in the white chocolate so that they become one, basically. It smells so good. Okay, when you feel like the mixture is one color and the white chocolate and the cream cheese is one, basically, you want to add the condensed milk. And this is my favorite part because I love condensed milk. But you don't want to add too much because then it will get too sweet. So just pour a little bit in there and that should be enough. I honestly don't use measurements because I just bake with how I feel. So however much sweets you like, just pour that in there. But I would say maybe like 1/3 of a cup. Keep stirring, mix it up. Okay. Now you want to add the vanilla extract. One, 2, and oops, I guess 3.5. Now to the brown sugar. Don't forget the brown sugar because brown sugar is everything. I've already said that. So 1 large tablespoon, actually 2. Throw that in there. Mix it up. Mix it up. You want to make sure that you stir it pretty aggressively so you get the lumps out because cream cheese is kind of lumpy. So do what you need to do to get the lumps out, basically. The last thing we're gonna add is the squeezed lemon to get some citrusy flavor going. And you basically just want to pour as much as you feel like. I always just pour basically however much because I always keep a spoon on the side so I can try it. So mix that up. Mix, mix, mix. Okay, now you can use your extra spoon and make sure it's an extra spoon because don't nobody want to eat it when you double dip. So use your extra spoon, taste it. Yes, honey, it's ready to go in the pan. It's so good. I just want to eat the whole thing, but I'm not gonna do that, not yet. Alright, so just bring your pan up and pour the mix into the pan. And you want to cover the whole thing. You want to cover your entire Oreo crust. So just pour it in there, all of it at once. We're going to smoothen it out later. And make sure you get everything, unless you want to eat some of it, which I'm going to do. Okay. So now we're going to smoothen it out in the pan. Make sure you cover the entire crust and make it as even as possible. And like I said, this is a no-bake cheesecake. So this little bad boy is going in the fridge for 3 to 9 hours. And I'm going to keep it in there for 6 because I'm not waiting 9 hours. But I'm not going to make the berry sauce until I take it out because the berry sauce needs to be fresh. So in the fridge it goes. Okay, now that the cheesecake has been in the fridge for about 6 hours, I've took it out and put it in the refrigerator so it can soften up a little bit because it's literally brick hard when you take it out the freezer and you don't want to break your teeth. So put it in the refrigerator so it can soften up. And while it's softening up, you want to make the berry sauce. And what you need for that is the berries, butter, and brown sugar because I love brown sugar. So you can start by putting some butter in the pot. Well, first you gotta turn the stove on. But you put some butter in the pot just to get it going. And you don't want the berries to stick to the bottom of the... And then you just add your berries, however much you want. About a cup is enough. That's what was in there. And you just want to stir that around. And just let it sit. You also want to add brown sugar. About 2 large sandy spoons. And just let that ooze. And you just want to mix it around and just let the brown sugar do its work, basically. Let that sit for about 1 to 2 minutes, and that's the easiest but most tasty berry sauce you'll ever have. Okay, so the cheesecake is ready. Okay, so the cheesecake is ready, and so is the berry sauce, so I'm about to eat. So basically, just cut a slice. If you're by yourself, you can cut it real big, which I did, so don't judge me. Throw it on a plate. Here's the cheesecake. And then just pour that berry sauce on top. is your finished product. And like I said, I'm about to eat this and make sure it's good. But I know it's good because it's me, but I'm about to try it. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Amazing. Just, I should probably stop recording now, but I can't because I want to eat more. So one more bite and then I'm gonna stop. Yes, honey. Okay. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, I'm gonna eat this, but I'm gonna stop recording now. Sandy's Succulent Cuisine, everyone. Make sure you come back for my next episode. Bye.